Once upon a time, in a vast, sun-drenched meadow, there lived a colony of fire ants. The meadow was alive with the colors of flowers, the gentle sway of grasses, and the hum of bees flitting from bloom to bloom. To an observer, it was a peaceful, thriving world, but beneath the soft green carpet of the meadow, life was full of lessons, surprises, and sometimes mischief. The fire ants were a disciplined, hard-working community. Every day, from the first blush of dawn to the golden glow of evening, they labored tirelessly. Seeds, berries, and crumbs of fallen fruit were carefully collected and stored in their underground chambers. Each ant had a role. The scouts explored, the gatherers carried food, the workers maintained tunnels, and the sentries kept watch. But in this same meadow lived a very different creature, Grasshopper, named Jumpy. He was lively, full of energy, and endlessly playful. While the ants toiled, Jumpy spent his days leaping from leaf to leaf, singing songs, playing his tiny fiddle, and enjoying every moment of sunshine. Life, he believed, was meant for laughter and dance, not labor. As the sun rose higher and the meadow came alive with sounds, Jumpy gazed down at the busy ants and chuckled. Why do they work so hard? He wondered. Food today, food tomorrow, but what about fun? And so begins our tale, a tale of mischief, cleverness, and lessons learned in the most unexpected ways. The colony's queen was wise and calm, observing the activity of her subjects from deep within the nest. She understood the rhythm of nature. Summers were plentiful, winters were harsh, and preparation was survival. One morning, the ant captain, a strong and thoughtful ant named Bristle, called for a meeting. We must gather food swiftly, he said. Winter approaches, and we cannot rely on luck alone. The ants worked in perfect harmony. Nibby, a tiny, eager ant, struggled with a seed almost twice his size. He pushed, tugged, and finally rolled it into the tunnel. A wave of pride passed through him. Every small effort mattered. Above ground, Jumpy watched. He twirled around a daisy, giggling at the ants' serious expressions. They work like clockwork, he mused. I could gather all their food and still have time to play. And indeed, that thought planted a seed of mischief in his heart. The very next day, the ants discovered a troubling sight. A pile of seeds, carefully stored in a chamber, was missing. Nibby was the first to notice. Someone has taken them, he cried. Bristle scurried to inspect the scene. The entrance shows no signs of digging. Whoever did this entered from above. And I know who that is, he muttered under his breath. High above, Jumpy tapped his fiddle strings and hummed a carefree tune. Ah, the fruits of their labor, he thought. All mine for a little fun. The ants tried to reason with him, sending small workers to approach him gently. But Jumpy laughed and leaped away, leaving the ants frustrated. Day after day, he returned to steal more, always dancing and laughing as he went. The colony felt the strain. Food that should last through the coming winter was disappearing. Yet, despite their growing frustration, Bristle urged patience. We cannot fight force with force, he said. We must be smarter than him. The ant captain convened the workers in the heart of the nest. Jumpy is clever, Bristle said, but he is predictable. We need a plan, not a confrontation. The ants spent hours discussing and designing a trap. They observed Jumpy's habits, noting how he was always drawn to bright colors and the sound of music. They built a hollow seed mound, camouflaged with leaves, and left a trail of seeds leading directly to it. The entrance was narrow, just enough for Jumpy to hop in but impossible to leave. Nibby was nervous. Do you think it will work? He asked. Bristle smiled. It must. Cleverness meets cleverness today. But remember, our goal is not to harm him, only to teach a lesson. While the trap was being prepared, Jumpy spent his time composing new tunes, oblivious to the net closing around him. He played from dawn to dusk, hopping and singing, not realizing that the ants were always watching, always planning. One golden afternoon, Jumpy's curiosity could no longer resist. He spotted the new seed pile, glimmering under the sun like a treasure chest. Without hesitation, he hopped closer, whistling a tune to himself. "Ah, more food. How delightful," he exclaimed. He nibbled a seed, then another, until he was fully inside the hollow mound. In that moment, the ant captain gave the signal. The entrance, cleverly disguised with leaves, snapped shut. Jumpy was trapped. For the first time, the mischievous grasshopper felt fear. He tapped the walls, jumped, and tried to find a way out, but the smooth interior prevented any escape. You tricked me," Jumpy shouted. "I only wanted some fun." Bristle approached calmly. "We do not wish to harm you, Jumpy, but taking from others without thought is not fun, it is selfish. Perhaps now you will see the value of work and respect." Jumpy's ears drooped. He realized that cleverness alone was not enough. His fun had consequences, and the ant's patience and strategy had taught him a lesson he would not forget. The next morning, Jumpy helped the ants repair the seed mound and restore the lost stores. At first he fumbled. The seeds were heavy, the tunnels tight, and the work demanding. But Bristle and the other ants guided him gently, showing him techniques for lifting, carrying, and organizing. With each seed he moved, Jumpy felt a sense of pride and accomplishment he had never known. The music in his heart changed it, became a song of harmony, not mischief. Days turned into weeks. Jumpy still played his fiddle, but now his songs were melodies of gratitude and joy, celebrating both work and play. The ants respected him, and he, in turn, respected them. The meadow was peaceful once more, a place where effort and enjoyment coexisted. And so life in the meadow continued, but nothing was quite the same. Jumpy had learned that cleverness without consideration can cause harm, and work without joy can feel empty. He had learned balance. The ants, too, had shown that patience, strategy, and teamwork could overcome challenges. Even the smallest ant could make a difference, and even the most mischievous grasshopper could learn to grow. From that day forward, the ants thrived, and Jumpy thrived alongside them. The meadow was a place of laughter, labor, music, and wisdom. And so, dear listener, the lesson is simple, yet profound. Cleverness is a gift, but it is best when tempered with respect and responsibility. Work hard, but do not forget to enjoy life. Playfully mischievous moments are delightful, but only when they do not harm others. The sun continued to shine over the meadow, the grass whispered with the wind, and all the creatures lived in harmony, each learning from the other, each growing in their own way. And that, my friends, is the story of the fire ants and the grasshopper.